I almost forgot it. I must admit it, I'm tired, but I'm coming to you. Don't know how far I've got, but I don't care, I'm not gonna stop running, 'cause without you I've got nothing. I know you're somewhere running straight to me. Don't stop running, no. Keep on running, don't stop. Keep on running.
Dad got his first taste of fame in 1996 as an Olympic torchbearer. My sister Pat had written to the Olympic Committee telling them how Dad had decided to join a track club at age 73. When he started, he couldn't finish one lap. Under the guidance of his coach, former sub-4-minute miler Laszlo Tabori, Dad steadily improved and after 5 years was not only running, but winning 5K and 10K races all over the West. At 4 a.m. that April morning in Huntington Beach, Dad made history, joining the elite club of Olympic torchbearers. This earned him front-page exposure in the LA Times and a celebrity appearance on the Lisa Gibbons Show with my sister Pat. Lisa's note on the photograph says, "Vince, you're adorable." That same spring, Mom and Dad were off to Milan, Italy for the Stramilano, a half-marathon competition through the streets of Milan. Over 50 countries were represented. Of course, Mom and Dad got lost on the subway, but they were saved by Salvatore, shown here raising hands with Dad. Once there, they were protected by the elite Borsaliere Guard, shown in the photo. So how did he do? Well, Dad had barely finished a marathon race in LA the year before, and it had nearly killed him. But in Milan, he won the 80 and over senior division. Of course, he became an instant local celebrity, thanks in part to his Italian heritage and fluency in Italian. Molto bene, Dad. Molto bene.
This being Malibu, the celebrities had their own race, but that show was stolen by 81-year-old Vincent Malizia, whose 7:59 mile was a world record for his age and a feat as awe-inspiring as Roger Bannister's mile 40 years ago.
In my mind, I feel like I'm 30, really. I feel great. Thank God that keeps me healthy. But I run almost every day, 3-4 miles or something on a weekend. I'll do a long run. I urge everybody who are senior citizens, if they're fairly healthy, to do some exercise. They don't necessarily have to be running. Do something to try and stay healthy.
Great advice. And now let's go to the East Coast for a report from Todd Rainsford.
In August of '96, Dad and I went to his first National Masters Championship meet in Spokane, Washington. He was up against the best in the country. The day before this clip, Dad had run in the 400 meters and didn't even place in the top 3. How would he do in the 800? Here they come now, the 80 and over runners, like octogenarian gunslingers.
Yes.
800 meters, going measuring about 15 years ago. We used to run 808 yards, half a mile. Category. Please pick up the bell lap.
Head away, Dad. Stay with him, Vince. Stay with him. Stay with him, Dad. Stay with him. Yes. Stay with him. Yes. Stay with him, Dad.
At this time, we'd like to announce the winners for the 400-meter hurdles for men age 15.
Do it.
Fourth place, Jack Carter. Third place, Grant Lamb. Second place, Robert Baker. First place, Larry Morris.
Go, Vince!
Gentlemen,
Go, Vince!
we have Mr. Jim Williams, president of
God, it's gonna do it.
and award for us.
He's gonna do it. Go, Vince! Go, Vince! Go, Vince! Go, Dad! Get him! Woo, get him! Get him! Get him! Oh!
Category. Coming home now, Maxwell Sprinter.
Get a picture of
He
it.
almost got it. Woo!
You got fifth.
Competition with Dan Buffalo.
Second and 80.
When you enter these competitions, you may not win the race, but you certainly never lose.
Woo-wee.
Alright, what happened?
He almost got first. What a race.
I only tried on the straightaway. I know. The other on the course concerned is well, I hope we can all get together tomorrow. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Okay. Nice going. Bye-bye.
The next day, it was the same guys in the 1,500-meter run, but this time things would be different.
I'm dead. Attaboy, attaboy. Right.
Company, men age group 60. In 5th place, Paul Hale. 4th place, Ray Everson. 3rd place,
Yeah.
Paul Costa. 2nd place, Jack Brown. 1st place, Max Green. Congratulations.
Smoked him.
I made it! Oh, God. I don't believe it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, God. Help me. You've been wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Laszlo, if you're looking in. Thank you.
Oh, God bless you.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
After his big win, Dad was full of energy. Check out the other guys.
Yeah. Boy, by a mile.
Dad would share the platform with three guys he'd be competing against for the next 5 years: Dudley Healy, Bob Madison, and Max Springer. Each of them Masters champions themselves. And now it's time to crown the new king.
Yes. Hey! All right!
After 1996, Dad entered more nationals, but some young hotshots moved up into his age division and often outran him for the gold. In winter 2000, though, now age 85, Dad discovered indoor track. First was the Masters Regional in Portland, Oregon, on a rickety old wooden track. The turns were banked so high, running in the outside lane was dangerous. Dad's first race was the 200, but he got so excited when the crowd roared him on at the finish that he fell right in front of the stands. Poor Dad. He was okay, but he had scratches and cuts all over his body and a badly damaged ego. Here he is, all bandaged up. I remember thinking, Dad, right now you look like hell.
Left me blue in the Portland cold and rain. Fields they grew, I didn't ease pain.
But after a while, I talked him into jogging a little, and then into running the 1500-meter race he had signed up to run that afternoon. Nothing to lose, Dad. Give it a shot, I said. Well, he decided to run. And run he did. He shattered the indoor world record and the all-time record for running with the most bandages. The Masters News noted his feat with a nice picture, thankfully taken before he fell. Then it was off to Boston for the Masters National Indoor Championships. In this first clip, Dad cruises to a world record in the mile run, although I think he wasn't quite sure where the finish line is. I like how he powers past the last runner, like a freight train passing a telephone pole.
Go, Vince! Woo! 8:33, all right. All right. Oh, awesome. Broke it by about 4 minutes.
In the next clip, Dad breaks another world record, this time in the 800. He's got the race won for his division, age 85, but Bill Benson's ahead of him. Now Bill, on the left here, is in the age 80 division. Watch what happens when Dad tries to pass him.
Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you, John.
You're right, Dad. That was really something. Dad, shown here with Dudley Healy, took home 3 goals from that meet along with his 2 world records, earning him another splashy photo in the Masters News. It was a good thing Dad was so photogenic. That summer, it was up to Eugene, Oregon for the Masters Outdoor Championships. 86-year-old Alfred Funk, shown here, came out of nowhere and stole the show with 3 world records. The mountain man from Montana was just too fast for Dad, who had to settle for 2 silvers and a bronze. Meanwhile, Dad kept running 5K and 10K road races, and his times were good enough to earn him the Running Times Master of the Year designation for 2000. 2000. It was rumored that Mr. Funk wrote a letter of protest to the magazine. Since Mr. Funk retired right after the Masters Nationals, didn't run road races, and Dad ran many throughout the year, the protest was ignored, and Dad got the glory. In spring 2001, Dad, shown here with Jim Selby, age 75 distance champion, was back in Boston mining for more gold. Some of Dad's usual competition, like Max Springer in the 400, skipped the meet, but Ivy was there. Amazing Ivy, with her Seeing Eye partner. In this clip, Dad runs the 200 meters against, well, actually no one in his age division. Another 85-year-old had run in an earlier heat, but fell, leaving the gold to Dad. All he had to do was finish, but as you can see, he puts everything he has into it. Take it easy, Dad. After the race, Dad gives a friendly handshake to Bob Madison. But then Jim Selby grabs Dad for a big bear hug and won't let go of him. Here he wins the 400 against, well, I'm not really sure. Did you see anybody?
Come on, Dad, way to finish.
In this last clip from Boston, Dad finishes the 3,000-meter run, once again in first place. He entered the race hoping to break Dudley Healy's indoor record. Even though the clock says he ran it in no time, he was more than a minute off the record.
Go away, Dudley.
Healy is in the same race, finishing second, with a time far off his own record. The two embrace and pose for the cameras, like Hollywood celebrities on the red carpet. Dad left Boston with 4 gold medals and another championship patch. Not bad for a chilly weekend in Massachusetts, but he was just getting warm. That July, Dad and I headed way down south to the Mississippi Delta, where the Senior Olympics and Masters were holding their outdoor national championships back-to-back at Louisiana State University. Here, Dad stands in front of the State House in Baton Rouge, the tallest in the country, built by the kingfish himself, Huey Long. Inside, you can still see the bullet hole in the wall where he was shot dead by the relative of a political enemy. Hey, Dad, you look just like the Colonel. In this first clip, Dad runs the 1500 on a balmy bayou evening, finishing with a time that, well, just listen to the announcer at the end of the race.
That's it. Good lift.
Vincent Malizia, Northridge, California.
Yes.
Awesome. Running time unofficially at 8:15.12.
Whoa.
His speed record was 8:41.2.
Woo!
Officially a new speed record for Vincent Malizia. Northridge, California by 25 seconds.
Nice run. Nice run. Beautiful, Dad.
This next clip, the 400 meters against Max Springer, is the most exciting race I've ever seen Dad run. Dad had never beaten Max in the 400, but this time, Dad ran like the devil.
Stay with him, Dad. Stay with him. That's it. Stay with him. Come on, Dad. That's it. Yes. Yes. Come on, Dad. Yeah. Come on, Dad.
Jesse Jolly.
He did it. Woo-hoo!
The scoreboard shows it. Dad edged out Maxie by 0.08 of a second. Watching the awards ceremony, I realized A, Dad not only beat Max, but he beat 3 other guys too. And B, the other guys seemed to have lots of vocal supporters in the stands. But poor Dad, well, there was this one weird lunatic voice.
Third place from Clarksville, Tennessee, Jesse Jolly. And second place from Knoxville, Tennessee, Maxwell Springer. The 2001 Summer National Senior Games winner for the men's 85 400-meter dash from Northridge, California, with a time of 1 minute and 42.52 seconds, Vincent Malizia.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay, he did get an extra yay from the lady next to me. The truth is, over the 2.5 weeks that we were in Baton Rouge, Dad gained quite a collection of fans, as you can see here. One imposing admirer was Inga, who was the javelin and discus champ in her division. When I told her that Dad had won a couple of gold medals, she decided to give him a big hug. I thought I heard his bones crunching when I took this picture. I can only describe these next couple of clips as Dad running free. He just took off in the remaining races, blowing away the rest of the age 85 group and challenging anyone else who got in his way. Check out these 800 meter and 1500 meter gold medal runs.
Now we go to the M75 and up 800. Johnson in 1, Tribou in 2, Malizia in 3. Malizia, of course, is 86. Vincent Malizia, California.
I'm running free, yeah. I'm running free, yeah. I'm running free, yeah. Oh, I'm running free,
On the awards platform, that's Vincent Malizia getting a gold. He's M85 from California. Malizia, multiple record holder, Vincent Malizia.
Just 16.
And they're also sending us Jim Selfridge.
Dad heads for the medal stand again, although the lady in charge seems a little bossy. In 2.5 weeks at LSU, Dad stood on the medal platform 6 times, winning 5 golds and 1 silver. For his amazing performance that summer, together with the 4 goals he took earlier at the Boston Indoor Championships, Dad was named Masters Track Athlete of the Year for 2001 in the men's 85 to 89 age group. In later years, Dad continued running, but injury and then onset of Alzheimer's disease brought an end to his career. But man, what a career it was, not just in races and medals won, but in great friendships, wonderful experiences, and a lot of good times, as you can see from these photos. Dad died in February of this year at age 94. An amazing tribute to his accomplishments is the fact that today, in April 2009, Dad's 800-meter and 1,500-meter times are still the American indoor records. And his indoor mile time is still the world record, 8 years after his record-setting runs. Dad, I imagine you now in a place where you can experience the sheer joy of running. No pains, no injuries, no worries or cares, just running free. Enjoy, Dad. Don't ever stop.
I'm running, keep running.